Welcome everybody to another edition of the Count. This is Corey racking it out. Right now we are talking about TNA Wrestling last night. If you've most likely everyone's already seen it if you're watching this, or you've already known for a while if you've seen the spoilers since they're pre-taping everything, which is just absolutely, I don't know. In my mind it's stupid, but hey, they do what they do, right? But Eric Young came out, wants to be a fighting champion. Asked somebody to come out and fight him. Bobby Roode comes out and fought him last week. Goes, hey, I want to fight you again. Gave him a huge speech. Eric goes, you know what? That was a pretty good promo. I will fight you tonight. Well, MVP was like, no. You can't make your own matches. You're not a booker. I'm the director of operations. So at the very end of the show, they're in the ring together. MVP introduces his opponent. Music doesn't hit. And MVP was like, man, I don't know what's going on. I guess I'll just tell you. And so Eric Young turns around, bam, he attacks him, starts beating him up. I was watching it with my dad, and my dad was like, oh, MVP's going to attack him. I was like, oh, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, that would make sense. I mean, that would, can't do a babyface on the babyface, so it makes sense to turn MVP heel to do that. But, so, first off, here's my problem with it. Dixie Carter is the heel. She's like the bad boss. She's the Vince McMahon. She's the Triple H, whatever. She's the authority. And bringing MVP brought in kind of a balance because he was the babyface. He was the good guy. He did what's best for the wrestlers, best for the business. And to turn him heel all of a sudden, just out of nowhere, it just didn't feel. It didn't feel like the right move. It felt like there could have been something else that could have happened, or maybe Aries could have brought back in the picture or something like that. Since he hasn't really done much. I feel like they could have really done so much more with it. MVP isn't deserving of that world title shot. Because actually, I was going to make a video about this. I just never ended up doing it. But it was, should MVP ever get a world title shot, that he's the director of operations. Because that means he would have to put himself in the match. And, I don't know if that'd be the best thing, And I'm not sure how I feel about him turning heel. Because now we have Dixie who's heel, who's doing her thing with Bully Ray. And now he's heel. And I just... because the Wolves are babyface, so is he kind of just like I don't know where his character kind of falls. Obviously, I have to wait until let's see next week of Impact. Everyone else has already seen it or maybe know a little bit more of why he did what he did, what the reason was. But as of right now, not knowing any future spoilers, I don't know if I fully enjoy this heel turn. If MVP was going to turn heel and fight Eric Young, I don't know if it was best to do at Slammiversary. I think it would be best to keep MVP as actually world champion, maybe past Slammiversary, up till their next pay-per-view, and have MVP get annoyed, more and more annoyed, of Eric Young booking his own matches. Like Eric Young booked matches. Man, you can't book matches. And Eric Young books a match. You can't, I'm the boss. You can't do this. And he keeps doing it to a point where MVP attacks him and goes, you gave me no choice. I have to take this title away from you. You can't just book your own matches. This is my job. You're taking away my. You're making me look like a joke in front of the talent. Where maybe it could have done more like that, where MVP was getting more annoyed and irritated and pissed off because Eric Young's booking those little matches. And then everyone kind of is going, "Oh, MVP, you don't know what you're talking about." If he's going to be, the bromance, you're actually not going to get a tag team title shot tonight. You're going to do this. No, we're getting a tag team title shot tonight. If Eric Young can book his own matches, we can book our own matches. And everyone's kind of turning against MP where he's not able to make this order. That's why he then attacks Eric Young and goes, this is why I'm doing this. I'm not trying to be the bad guy here. I'm just trying to make order. That way it kind of gives him that bittersweet, he's still a babyface, but he's a heel in the sense because, I think it would have been, I just really would have liked that. I really would have liked that kind of to the storyline, just like with Dixie. When Dixie was getting all pissy, she could have been like, you made me like this, you keep bashing my product, you keep bashing what I built, this is why, I'm being more sturdy, this is why I'm choosing who's going to be the right champion, when she was going against AJ and all that stuff. I mean, a lot of these things, oh man, I just wish they could have done that. That would have been so much better. That would have brought more of a storyline with MVP and Eric Young to Slammiversary or to whatever the next pay-per-view is or Mount Glory. They could have really built it to been something really, really cool. But they didn't. They decided to go this route. And I don't know. Personally, I'm not a big fan of it as of right now. Obviously, I don't know what happened. I don't know what happens next week. We'll have to wait and see. They didn't show at the end of the show, oh, this is what happens next week on Impact. Oh, God, how terrible that would be if they had that. this is what happens next week on Impact. That would have been absolutely the worst thing. Oh, man. But yeah, that's what my thoughts are. What are your thoughts? Leave a comment down below and rock and roll.